Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make some St. Louis style barbecue ribs in the air fryer. Alright, so let's get started. I have about 2.5 pounds of St. Louis style ribs. So I'm going to use some coarse black pepper, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, some liquid smoke for that extra smoky flavor, some Johnny seasoning, some garlic, some paprika, onion powder, and of course your favorite barbecue sauce. And also, if I had some brown sugar on hand, I would definitely add that to the mixture as well. As always, you can use what seasonings you like, or you can use a store-bought barbecue rub. But if you do want to use this recipe, if you have brown sugar, go ahead and add a couple tablespoons of brown sugar to the dry rub. Alright guys, let's get started. We're going to go ahead and get started on this rub right here. You just want to use what you think may work for the amount of meat that you have. But we're going to start with some black pepper, and I'm going to use about a half a tablespoon of black pepper. I think we're going to start with a half a tablespoon of pretty much everything. Half a tablespoon of the Johnny seasoning, and we are going to do a half a tablespoon of paprika. And this is just regular paprika. Half a tablespoon of onion powder, half a tablespoon of garlic powder, and then we are going to do about a teaspoon of the apple cider vinegar. And you may be asking, why are you putting vinegar in this rub paste? And the reason why I'm doing that is because the vinegar is going to help break down some of this meat here, some of the little fatty pieces, and it's going to help to tenderize this, because we are going to let it marinate for a couple hours. If you have time to let it marinate overnight, that would be ideal. So we're going to go ahead and add about a teaspoon of the liquid smoke. And of course, the liquid smoke is so we can have that nice smoky flavor. So we're going to kind of mix this all together. So I'm going to flip this nice meat over. I do have some plastic wrap here on my surface, and that's just because I want to make sure that I don't make a big huge mess. So I went on and I flipped this rack over. On this underside right here, there is a thin layer of membrane on here, and I want to go ahead and take that off, just because when you actually eat into the rib, if you don't take this little thin membrane off, it will it's kind of tough to eat. Sometimes this membrane will come right off, and then other times you kind of have to go under there and find like a little piece that you can kind of pull. And sometimes the whole thing will come straight off, sometimes it's going to fight you, but if you use the paper towel, that should help you get a better grip. And you just kind of want to pull it. See, this is what it looks like. That's the little thin membrane right there. You want to pull that off, because it really doesn't, see, this is what it looks like. It's just a little thin film. It doesn't really cook well, and it's pretty much going to stay the same consistency even when you cook this. So you just want to pull it off. Use a paper towel. It does help to grip this a lot better because it is slippery. And if I did not mention, guys, I do always wash my meat. So I did rinse this off before I bring it to the table. So I know some people don't always rinse their meat, but I actually do rinse off my meat, because that was basically how I was brought up. So I do rinse it off, and then I patted it dry. Okay, so that, let me show you guys. So that was the membrane that came off of there, and that's what it looks like. So we're going to discard that because we don't need it, so we're not going to eat it. I'm going to use a little bit of olive oil in my sprayer, just because I want this to stick on here. And this turned into a couple tablespoons. So we're going to go ahead and season and rub the meat on the back side, because we want for our meat to be nice and seasoned all the way through, even on the back side. We want all of this flavor to kind of penetrate through the entire rib. And another good thing with this plastic wrap that I have down here, we will actually be able to use that to wrap up the meat, because I am going to let it hang out in the refrigerator for a couple hours so all of that flavor can get nicely incorporated into the meat. Then we're just going to take the rest of this rub. I'm going to use all of it. I would say this probably added up to about a couple tablespoons. So we're going to use this rub. We're going to finish it off. Rub your meat. Going to give the meat just a little massage there, getting it all up in there, because we want our meat to be flavorful, because we don't like bland food, right? Not over here. We cook for flavor and with flavor, so everybody can enjoy the meals that we are preparing. I do want to say thank you guys again for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. I'm having fun cooking these air fryer recipes for you all. Comment below and let me know what you want to see next. We used all of that rub mixture. We're going to take this plastic wrap and we're going to just wrap this up. I am actually going to put these in the refrigerator for a couple hours, but again, if you can do overnight, I recommend that you do that overnight. Our meat has been in the refrigerator for a couple hours. Like I said, if you could do it overnight, that's even better. And it looks pretty delicious. And of course, this whole thing can't fit in the air fryer. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut this straight down the middle. Try to get both of these in the air fryer at the same time. All right, so we're going to open the air fryer. It's been preheating. I got it on 350 degrees. Of course, we're going to spray the basket and the sides as well, because it will probably touch the sides. Yum. So we're ready to go ahead and throw these in. Minutes on 350 for this first side, and then we're going to come at about 15 minutes, the halfway mark, and take a look at them and see what they're looking like. 15-16 minutes in. Ooh, let's go ahead and see what that is looking like. Look at that, the bone is starting to come out, so that is definitely a sign that these babies are cooking up pretty good. Yes, 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 yes. I think we are going to have a hit. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put it back in. Wow. Oh my goodness. These look amazing. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn these over. What I did here was I set them kind of on the side a little bit. So, which I think will be good, because if you can see in there is some space and the air will probably flow even better. Alright guys, so it's time to check in. Wow, look at the bones coming out of there. That is a sign of some tender meat. We're gonna baste these. Oh yeah, oh yeah, look at that guys. Who would have known that the air fryer can do this? Oh my word. Look at how the barbecue sauce is just caramelizing and the meat is starting to pull away from the bone. Ooh, All right, guys, I'm gonna get these out. Done cooking my air fryer St. Louis style ribs, and honey, these guys are so amazing. Let me go ahead and crack open my AHA sparkling water drink, and this is the flavor. I have the peach honey. Guys, these are so tender, so delicious, but I'm gonna let you guys take a look for yourself. Yum. All right, guys, I'm going in for the first bite. Oh my gosh, you can taste the smoke flavor from the liquid smoke, all those different spices that we use. Look at that. You cannot tell me that these ribs don't taste and look like they was made in the oven or the barbecue grill. Guys, these are a must try. I'm gonna go in for this little piece right here. Look at that. Juicy. See the juice coming out? Look at that. It got little crispy edges from the barbecue sauce. Oh my Lord, have mercy. Guys, I'm actually eating these without a side. They are so good. Look at that. So good. Actually, when I was cooking it, when I was cutting them, the bone actually slid out of one. Oh my god. Guys, these are must try. Must try. Delicious. Oh my gosh. Alright guys, I am going to finish eating my protein because I might not even cook any starches to go with this, because this meat is so good and delicious. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys on the next one. Look at that. Yum.